Didn't even get to cross.
The biggest thing I could tell someone, or if I could go back in time, was just ask somebody. That was the biggest thing. Just ask a champion something. If you're on the range, and that's the beautiful thing about our shooting sport. You're on the range with many national and world champions. Ask them, how do they get there? What are they doing? What equipment are they running? Because guess what? They've been there, done it. They've spent thousands of dollars on holsters and pouches and all these other things that are out there. And that's the biggest thing I would tell you is just ask somebody who's been there and done it before you.
If I were to start over in the sport, the number one thing that I would recommend is to take some training classes early on. When I first started, I didn't know anything, and I just kind of felt my way around. And the first 5 or 6 matches, I had no idea what was going on. So one thing I wish that I had done differently is I wish I'd gone and had a training class from another shooter in my club or a pro shooter, because it would have really cut down on my learning curve and made it a lot easier for me to get better faster.
If I were to begin it all over again, that's a long time ago, I would say that I would probably be a little bit more adventurous and try even more things sooner than I did. I shot a lot of open to begin with, and I was a little terrified of iron sights and competing that. I would just try everything and all the different shooting sports sooner so that I could, experience them all sooner than later.
If I ever had an opportunity to start over again in this sport, I think the biggest thing I would do or change was I would definitely start younger. Of course, that's why I have kids. Now I can have them start younger.
If I have to start over the shooting, IPSC, USPSA, I'll probably start, I'll do more divisions and more like Steel Challenge stuff or Bianchi stuff, because I've been focusing only IPSC for years, which is good. But I think I could have done more sport and more into the shooting competition. So I'll try. I would have loved to try more different competition.
If I were to start over in the sport, the one tip I would probably recommend to myself would be to just take it one match at a time. You can't start over completely and try to do everything all at once. You have to just calm down, take it one match at a time, one shot at a time, and just improve from there. I mean, you can't be a grandmaster and you walk out there. I can't be like Jesse Duff. I'm only a B-class shooter.
If I were to start over new in the sport, there's one thing that I would like to recommend, and that is getting some good instruction as soon as possible. Make sure you're practicing the right kind of things. Make sure your technique is on point. It's going to save you a lot of time, and it's going to increase your learning curve. You're going to get better faster.
One tip, if I can go back in time and undo, is not to actually travel and stay in a room with other people. Like, if he snores or I snore and I'm saving $25, I can buy more Taco Bell. It isn't worth wrecking your mattress with some guy snoring like a maniac in the bed next to you, or wandering around half drunk, falling off, stupid balconies in super slow motion. So that, and to have been a little more accurate earlier in my career, get better hits that way, be a little more into watching the front sight, which I'm trying to do like the last 5 or 6 years, but I like to shred. And so maybe those things.
Didn't even get to cross.